It was a chilly Monday afternoon, but the Papillon project was in full swing at Sprowston Community Academy.
You know, as a teacher, I quite soon realised that I refuse to accept that coming to school is just about tests and exams. Of course, they're really important, but coming to school is more about that. And I think this is learning, this is education, and it's just nice to see children and young people really happy and outside. And I think I am worried as a person to think that children might lose the connection with nature unless we introduce it to them at schools.
We're sort of preparing the allotment. We've sort of been shoveling and all sorts, you know, just doing practical work, and it's been good. Yeah, it's been good to sort of differentiate from A-levels and stuff and do something constructive.
Well, this is quite new for us, but we usually come here like during study periods. It's like a way to relax. I don't do stuff at home like this, so this is like a new experience for me.
The Papillon project is helping to build allotments in schools, inspiring young people to learn to connect with nature and to grow their own food for their school and their community.
We don't have to import as much, so it saves money for the school, and it also reduces our carbon footprint, which is actually can contribute to climate change if we've done it like as a whole nation or something. So this is like massive for the school. So the school doesn't have to pay for meals, which should lower the prices for the students as well. So we feel like this could be a beneficial thing for the whole school.
We are in this pinnacle time frame where if we're not wise and careful with our young people, then we're going to live in this grossly unsustainable world. I think we have, as adults, we have a responsibility to prepare them for a much more sustainable future. And
we're coming out here, we're doing our bit for the environment, and as well we're getting, you know, fresh air. We're helping ourselves really as benefit and the environment as well.
When you think about when food comes into, you know, your house or your school, it comes from quite far away. And I think if you can grow food, you know, it takes 5 minutes to walk back to the school. If you can grow food here, there is virtually no carbon footprint whatsoever.
Some of the main stuff we're doing is just growing food, obviously, to give to our local canteen, and it's also we're building it up so we can bring like some of the younger years out here so they can benefit too in some of their lessons.
Matt started an allotment project when he was a full-time teacher at a school in Reetham, and due to its success, he wanted to expand the project to other schools across Norfolk.
It's not just about sustainable living, it's also about improving mental well-being as well. So this sort of activity provides temporary escapism for children and young people, because there's a lot of problems with mental health issues at the moment in school, and I think only good things can come from school allotmenting. Change your environment from the indoor classroom to the outside classroom, and I think if you're physically doing something, you see instantly what you've made. I mean, this morning we've been working in the polytunnel, which was totally overgrown, and we've all worked very hard, and now it's all pretty much ready for growing again. And I like to think that we as adults and the young people will go back thinking, do you know what, we actually physically achieved something today.
Really good opportunity for us because, like, as you said, like all the phone stuff, it's a good way for all of us to like bond together and like just come here, like be more social. So I feel like this is like perfect opportunity for all of us to just come closer.
Matt says this project is about rehearsing the next generation to start thinking and living more sustainably. He says the project is helping schools to recognise that this is an extremely valuable learning experience.
Essentially, in 5 years' time, for all secondary schools in Norfolk to have a working, functioning, fully sustainable allotment that isn't just forgotten, it's part of the ethos of every single secondary school. So, as I said, because of coming to school, it's not just about testing exams, it's about providing other learning opportunities for children and young people. I mean, some very keen children and young people might create their own allotment, but I like to think that as a child, they will remember their experience when they become an adult. They'll remember their time on the school allotment. So that's what it's all about.
The Papillon project is officially launching on Friday, and this will be its official hello to Norfolk. Matt says the project is ultimately about inspiring young people to think about where their food comes from, the benefits of connecting with nature, and living sustainably. Amie-Beth Stedman, That's TV.